Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer. Let's talk some mountain weather here, and we've got a couple of things to talk about. The main storm system of the period is 213 to 215. It's got colder air, it's good jet support, and it's going to bring some pockets of nice totals to areas of the west. And then there's another storm behind that for 219 and 220, and that one looks to have good support from both the northern branch and the southern branch of the jet stream. So we could be looking at two pretty decent storm systems for the west. All right, let me just show you what it looks like right now. So I did actually write about this morning on my blog, christomer.com. Snow forecast through 220. Take a look at that. I looked at the setup, and I'll take that full. So this is the water vapor. Oranges and reds represent drier air. A couple of things to note here. It's a busy Pacific. Both the northern and southern branches of the jet are involved. You can see that low with the southern branch. There's a little low coming down through the Sierra right now. That'll move through the southern states, sort of setting the stage, creating a rut in the atmosphere for the main storm, which is just to the northwest of that. And then that's the 219, 220 storm, the furthest west area of low pressure. So there's a lot that is lined up. The forecast pattern, let me show you what this is going to look like. Take this full. So this is 219. So this is after the 214, 215 storm. This is the one that's coming in 219, 220. It's got cold air. It's got support from the southern and the northern branches, the polar and the subtropical jet. Powerful, in fact. So we'll have to see if this happens. 219, 220. So we, again, could be looking at back-to-back decent storm systems with a break in between, obviously. Back to the blog here. Forecast timing. Let me show you what this looks like full. So forecast radar satellite Sunday morning. Quiet for the most part. Southern low, you can see it tracking through Arizona and New Mexico, but here comes the main low out of the Pacific Northwest. There's 214. Look at it coming through Salt Lake and the Wasatch, and then it actually ends up being a southern track low, setting up right. I'm going to take you back in time. So there is early morning 215. It becomes an Albuquerque low, and you can see the heavy snow through Taos, Angel Fire. The southern mountains of Colorado are going to get crushed. And there will be snow north of that, but not as much. The heaviest pockets are definitely going to be southern Utah, northern Arizona, northern New Mexico, southern Colorado. That's where some of the biggest numbers are going to be out of this thing, and I'll let this play. You can see how this goes. So there's Wednesday morning at 6. There's Thursday morning at 6. It exits. And there's Thursday late night. The next storm, you can see it kind of approaching the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. All right, so let's talk about numbers here. My first phase, all of today through the 13th, that southern track, that initial rut-serving type of low that creates the ruts, very light snow accumulation, 1 to 5 inches. New snow hitting the Pacific Northwest, about a foot up there. That's the next low. So let me take you into period 2. 214 through 220 captures most of the action, including potentially the second low. So we've got nice numbers in the Pacific Northwest, northern Idaho, northwest Montana, Big Sky, 8 to 12, 8 to 13 inches across the Tetons, about 9 inches for the Wasatch, and really good numbers. This is where the bullseyes are going to be. Southern Utah, northern New Mexico, southern Colorado, northern New Mexico. Like I said, I mean, we're looking at 1 to 3 feet of snow, maybe even 4 feet over Wolf Creek. You know, and that's a grand. These are grand totals. I mean, you're looking at the two storm systems combined for some of these numbers. Let me just take you into a specialty map. Grand totals 211 through 220. Again, 4 feet over Wolf Creek, and even big snow right down to the valley floor through Bayfield and Durango with this thing. So it's going to be snowy all the way down right to the main roadways in Durango. Big snow through Red Mountain, Silverton, a couple to 3 feet through Rio Grande Pyramid and the Chicago Basin 14ers. One more stop, and this is the Northeast. Not much happening here, 1 to 4 inches, a mix of precip in some cases, just not a direct hit by any big storm system, and that's the bottom line for the Northeast. Let's go back to 214 through 220. Again, this is going to be the key period here. So find your favorite resort and get ready. On my blog, I actually timed a lot of this out. So let me go back and show you what I'm talking about. So over Wolf Creek and Taos, I timed out the amounts. low 1, and then the big low comes in 214, 215 with, 3 feet, 4 feet. Taos, you can see the numbers. The biggest period is 214 and 215. That's where you're going to have the biggest total. So take a look at that. It's on my blog, christomer.com, and subscribe, please. I would appreciate that. It's really easy. Just go to the end of the blog, type in your email, hit subscribe. You'll get a confirmation, and you'll get notified. Each day there's an update, and I try to update these blog posts almost every single day, and these videos almost every single day. Thanks, guys, for tuning in here. Always appreciate it. Take care. Have a great day.